Hola amigos! I wanted to start the video a little bit different for a change. Rather than saying, hi everybody! So I thought I'd go, hola amigos! I don't know any more Spanish, however, so I can't go any further from that. So I'm back again, because again it's been a huge gap between videos. Promised I wouldn't. It's not as big as the usual ones though, which is better. Last time I did it, Rory was 15 months old, and he now turns 18 months old at the end of this month. He is walking now. He's all over the place. Fun and games. Keeping mummy on her toes. But he did that before he was walking anyway. He is just as cheeky as ever. He's started sleeping a lot better. He's actually in a single bed now. He's out of a cot. Because the idea is to have the cot for the new baby when the baby is ready for it. We do obviously have the Moses basket behind me at first, although I don't know how it's going to work yet, because when at my 20-week scan with this one, they diagnosed Owen with bilateral talipes, which is basically clubbed feet. And obviously because of that one I've had a few more scans as well. It was a bit emotional after my 20-week scan, because obviously you don't expect to hear, well I suppose you do in like in a small percentage of you probably does think, oh, I'm going to be told something really horrible here, but at the same time you're thinking, no, this baby's going to be absolutely fine. So it was a bit emotional. I got very upset at first, because I mean, as you do as a mother, I blamed myself. I just thought, what am I doing wrong this time? However, despite his feet, is a healthy baby, because after that scan we had another one. And they could see the position, so it looks like if he was stood up he'd be stood on his ankles, but they can't tell how severe it is yet, so they can't really inform us of what method they will use to obviously fix his feet. Although obviously you do research these things. When I had a look, it looks like the most popular method is something called the Ponseti method, which will mean casts for so long and boots and bar for so long, etc, etc. So on the second scan as well, they also found what they thought looked like an inflamed kidney. So because they thought they had found two problems, they wanted me to go through an amniocentesis, which they scared me quite a bit with by telling me there was a 1% chance of miscarriage. I mean, 1%, 10%, 50%, you worry, and I worried, but like I was in hysterics about it because I was just so scared. All I said to myself, I'm gonna be one of those 1%. But obviously he's still here. I'm 31 weeks, 5 days today, so he's still growing. We saw the midwife today and he is a happy, healthy, his heartbeat's strong. He's actually measuring a little bit bigger than I should be, but she's not too worried, because it is growing at a nice steady pace. Looking at the graph right as she put it, is growing at like a textbook sort of pace sort of thing. So she's very happy with how he's growing. He's already head down, which explains the feet and kidneys quite a lot. Which always seems to happen mainly at work, which isn't very fun because I am sat down on a till. So his feet and my kidney, there's not really much I can do to move them out of my kidneys. Because I've just sat there and I can't really move much. But they have been good, because I've had a bit of back pain with this one, which I put down to, I think, the epidural I took when I was in labour with Rory. But I mean, look what we get out of it. I mean, look at him. Gorgeous boy, aren't you? Eh? Not sure how much Rory's weighing at the moment. Do you mind, kid? Hi, say hi. Don't be whining. Don't be silly. Say hi. Should we go check your pizza? Come on. Let's go check your tea. Oh, I will show you my bum as well, obviously. But then, but baby's healthy, you know, and this is the main thing. I mean, I've always said as long as the baby's healthy, I'm happy. But when I found out about his feet, I did get a bit worried because I thought, well, that's essentially a health thing. But it's fixable because it's obviously bone. This is done, Rory. Yeah, so it's fixable, which made me very happy. In worst case scenarios, I've seen obviously, I heard about a few kids having relapses and having to go back into casts. Rory, what are you doing? Let's not mess with that. But again, it's fixable. You know, even when they do relapse, yes, it's a hard time. And I know it won't be easy when he's first born. We'll be back and forth from the hospital quite a bit. But, well, this is, I suppose when you try for a baby, this is the sort of things you've got to expect. Because obviously not all pregnancies go to plan. No, I mean, like, no one wakes up and thinks, oh, I'm gonna find out my baby's not very well today, you know. So it's just one of those things we've got to kind of mentally prepare for a little bit when we find out we're pregnant. Not that I've done that, I should have, but you don't expect, like I say, you just don't expect to hear it. Not really. Rory's having pizza and smiley faces for tea because he's been a good boy today. He was very good in the midwife's office, although he always is, but I'm proud of him every time because it just makes, I feel like it makes me look good too. Like when he's good, it makes me look good. I know that's a bit selfish. Rory, please don't empty that cupboard, chicken. Have you seen what he's doing? Empty my cupboard. I don't even know what that is, darling. Let's have a look. Oh, this is our garden. I don't know if I've showed you our garden before, but it is such a nice size. Like, once this grass starts going green again, because obviously we've just had, still going through a little bit. It's not as bad as it was. It's a lot cooler, thank goodness. But we did have a heat wave, which unfortunately we lost one of our bunnies in. Don't go out there, darling, you've not got your shoes on. So we've literally been spoiling the other one because, well, they need love as well, don't they? Little bunny oneies. I could do with a drink myself, actually. So yeah, I mean, it's been an eventful few months since his 20-week scan, but I'm just happy, like, the amniocentesis came back negative and they sent it off for further sampling because obviously an amnio only tests for a certain amount of chromosomes and they wanted to just test further just to kind of put our minds at rest a bit more, which they have. And since then, literally since the amnio, I've not been back to the hospital apart from to have my gestational diabetes test, which also came back clear. So, you know, apart from finding out about his bilateral talipes, it's been a good pregnancy, really. It's been as good as Rory's, just a bit more stressful. I finished work 2 weeks on Saturday, so I will be 34 weeks and 1 day by then. The only reason I'm leaving that early is because I've got 4 weeks holiday to take. And I said I'd rather take it just before my maternity is supposed to kick in. So I'll have a nice time with Rory. Hopefully I'll be able to try and rest a little bit. Whether he'll let me, I don't know. You're gonna, what are you doing with those? He's picked his shoes up. He's got a habit of doing this. He will pick his shoes up and he will bring them to me. As if to say, Mummy, I want to go outside. Shall we have your tea? Shall I take it in the room for you? Excuse me. Oh, doing that on video as well. Ah, well, get to know me. Come on then, chicken. Are you behind me? Come on. Pizza and smileys. Woohoo! Oh. Come on then. What's this? Oh, pizza and smileys. You're looking at my drink more than anything. You're not having my drink, chicken. Look how big my little baby is though. Like, where's he gone? Where's the 7'9" baby boy gone? Oh, last time he was weighed. I think we weighed him on our scales. And he was 23. No, not 23. It was 24 pounds something. It was a single figure number ounce. It wasn't a double figure ounce. Right, okay, Rory. Hang on then. Come here. Ah. You're gonna eat your tea? Eat your pizza and your smileys. You're sitting next to me. You can talk to everybody as well. So I'll tell you what I'll do actually. I'll show you my bump. Last time I showed you it, I was 19 weeks. Which was the only time I've showed you it because that was the day I told you I was pregnant with our second. I'm the one that's going through the pregnancy here. I mean, sat down, you can probably see it's already quite big. Nearly 32 weeks, bearing in mind. But this is Bumpy Bump Bump. Growing nicely. Very cheeky monkey, a very active monkey. Rory wasn't very active inside. You're more active now, aren't you? So let's hope that this one being active inside means he'll be more laid back outside. What chicken? There's nothing there. Just Mummy's skirt, you like that? Is that nice? Yeah, nice. He is a little cutie though, isn't he? Just look at him. It says, oh, it's shoe size. He's a size 5. Cheeky face. That's his cheeky face, Rory. No, don't hit me. No. Stroking. Stroking. Ah, you're stroking Mummy. Stroking Mummy. Oh, so nice. No, he is very cheeky. He's actually being quite reasonable, right? What are you doing? Rory. Ow! Don't pull my hair. You would not like it if I pulled your hair. This is what I mean. He's just so cheeky. He's worse than this when he's cheeky, obviously. But a bit of an example for you. Why not? But yes, I think I've covered everything for today. I will do another video soon though, of a fresh what's in my hospital bag video. Because obviously with Rory I will have been a bit more clueless. This time I'm a bit more wired up to what I might need. Although for some reason I've struggled more with my bag this time than I have babies. But the baby's bag's more fun, so that's probably why. But yes, I will leave it here. And I will speak to you all soon. Rory, are you saying bye? Say bye-bye. Bye. everybody. Bye. See you all soon.